Welcome to my first viral cooking class. This is your friendly neighborhood vegan chef, Seth Kirschbaum, coming at you live. Well, by the time it gets to you, it's not going to be live. From Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And we're very impromptu today, no chef coat. We're doing casual dining tonight. And what better way to kick it off than to reintroduce you to my famous palm cakes. So I'm actually cooking for my in-laws, my future in-laws tonight. Shh, they don't know it's vegan. And so we're going to do the palm cakes that you've grown to know and love. But these are my kicked up version of the palm cakes. So they're good for everybody. They're for people who want to eat vegan, people that have never had vegan before. But the kicker is that I'm making them gluten-free. Why am I making them gluten-free? I've been doing gluten-free cuisine for many years now, mostly in New York, for a lot of people that are coming to me and saying they have celiac. Celiac is a disease where the body can't take on the gluten. It can't digest the gluten. So my girlfriend's mom is actually celiac. She's really cool, she just has celiac. So that she has that disease that she has to conquer, and so to do so, I'm going to be making palm cakes, but gluten-free, something that hasn't been done before. So hang out with me, watch me make the famous palm cakes. I'm giving you the recipe, that's right, not holding anything back, and I know, thank me later. And once I open my restaurant, definitely come in and thank me by paying for food, and coming in and eating, and sitting down and paying lots of money for good organic vegan food. I'm just kidding, I'm half kidding. So you're going to watch me cook today, you're going to watch me put it all together. You're not paying for this class at all. The only thing I ask is that you find my page on Facebook, Chef Seth Evan, and you like it, and then you tell your friends. And then they tell 10 friends, and they tell 50 friends, and before you know it, I'm the next Bobby Flay. But vegan, cool, and no red hair. Okay, so hang out with me, we're going to make the palm cakes. So to start, what I'm doing is, these are the ingredients. So get a pen and paper, or get your iPhone ready with a notepad. And what I'm using is, we're using hearts of palm. We are in Florida, it would be great to get them fresh, but for this lesson we're going to use the canned, they're organic. The organic hearts of palm, they're awesome, they're USDA organic. They're like 28-ounce cans, which is always what I've been using for many years. Like I said, they're organic. This is a great brand, Native Forest. They're renewable, which means that when they cut them down in Brazil or Peru or what have you, these are actually from Peru. They're not cutting the whole tree out and ripping up from the land. They're actually, it's sustainable, so they're just taking the branch and taking what they need and letting it rebirth and regrow. So we're going to use about, I'm cooking for about 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10 portions. So you can obviously cut this down a lot, but for us tonight we're using 3 cans of hearts of palm. So you know what they're going to look like is they're going to look like sliced up hearts of palm. And I got these at Whole Foods Market. No plug for Whole Foods because hey, they're not taking anything from me. They're not giving me anything. I'm giving them my paycheck. So, but if you need to get them, Whole Foods is a great place. You can also get hearts of palm in Publix or wherever you are in the world. I'm sure the supermarket's going to carry them. And these are actually sliced. It's not really what I like. I usually like the whole hearts of palm, which are about yay big. And I just chop them up to about this size, the way they chop them. And then we're going to put them in a food processor. So come with me, my camera woman, aka girlfriend. So, aka also known as. So, you know, once you cut these up into disc size, we're going to add them to the food processor. And, you know, you don't want to put too many in, because if you put too many in the food processor, what's going to happen? It's not going to get a chance to kind of, you know, break them up. You're going to have, you know, a whole mound of nicely broken up hearts of palm, and you're going to have like big chunks in there. And nobody wants to bite on a big chunk of hearts of palm, right? Right. So, this is my Cuisinart. I'm very happy to say that we've been together for about 10 years. Very, very happy together, although I keep her in the closet. It's dark in there, but that's where she likes to be. So, moving along now, we're just going to pulse it. So you should have a pulse button. If not, you could just start and stop, start and stop. And the reason why I'm pulsing it is I don't want to grind it down so it's like gummy. I want it to have like a little bit of, you know, pieces in there, a little bit of crunch factor. You know, if you've had a crab cake, which these are modeled after, crab cakes, you know, have, you know, the pieces of all the different, you know, parts of the crab, like a little piece of the claw, or I'm sure if you're vegan you can cover your ears for this part. But that's the way, this is pretty much what a palm cake is. It's modeled after a crab cake. And you know, just getting off the, you know, the topic right now, stay on the topic but getting off the subject, or actually staying on the subject. Anyway, going off into a tangent, you know, a lot of vegans come to me and they say, you know, why don't you just make, you know, fruits and vegetables and toss it with pasta or grains and call it vegan? And yes, I do that, and I do that very well, if I do say so myself. But there is a great demand for foods that remind certain people of meats and fish and poultry and whatnot. And the reason why they're good is that we can start to bring people over from a meat or a heavy protein diet, bring them over to becoming vegetarian and vegan. And how do we do that? We do that with foods that remind them of things from the past, remind them of things that they've had before, but have a much better nutritional value, and they're not harming anybody or anything. So that's why we're doing the palm cakes. Like I said, they're kind of like a crab cake. They're very succulent and they're just fantastic. So getting back from the tangent, hi, how are you? Hearts of palm in the food processor, we're going to pulse it, just chop it up a little bit. Okay, so what it should look like, camera woman, it's going to be a little bit kind of like that, but a little bit chopped a little bit more. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for kind of like a choppy mix, but everything's pretty much broken up in there. Yes, I'm using my hands, and yes, they're washed. And you know, I was told a long time ago, the best tools in the kitchen, these. Yes. Okay, so I already have started a little bit, like a la the Food Network. Everything's already done for me, but I did it myself. This is already a little bit of the chopped mixture. And so just to show you how I did it, that's how I did it. And I'm going to mix it in. So I'm going to take that and we're just going to get it all together. And so now that we have this going, in the meantime, if you're quick in the kitchen, you can put this, you can leave this out for a little bit. If you're a slow poke, like some people, you can take this bowl and put it in the fridge until you're ready. Why do I say that? Safe food handling tip. You know, if you're not working with something, keep it refrigerated, keep it on ice. It doesn't have to be a meat product or an egg product for it to go bad. You know, anything can. So, you know, not just because I went to culinary school and I know better, but, you know, just to keep things safe, if you're not working with it, put it back in the fridge until you're ready. Bacteria can grow on anything, and there can always be complications. So I'm going to be quick about this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you what I'm doing over here. The vegetables that are going to go into the palm cake, really, really simple. We're using onion. Use like a sweet onion is best, like a Vidalia. And I use different types of peppers. Red bell peppers, yellow bell peppers are great. You can use a spicier pepper depending on what you like. You could use a poblano, which has a little bit of a smoky flavor, but I don't want it to detract too much from the original recipe, and I don't want it to detract from that crab cake-ness, because poblano really doesn't go in there. But if you're like me and you like hot food, definitely you can add a spicy pepper in there, and just be careful handling it when you do. So we're going to saute these veggies. So I have a stainless steel pan here, and I'm very happy to say I'm in South Florida, and we have gas. Yes, I know everybody else has electric, but I love cooking here because there's gas. So we're going to heat up our pan, and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. We're not using a lot. Like I said, we're going to keep this kind of healthy. So probably about a tablespoon and a half. We're just going to get that nice and hot. I already cut up my vegetables to save on time. Told you I was quick. And so we have everything here. Other things that you can get in preparation are, these are my spices. All top secret, guys. Old Bay seasoning, chili powder, garlic powder or granulated garlic, onion powder or granulated onion. Now, you're asking, Chef Seth, what's the difference between powder and granulated? That's a good question. You can come work for me one day. No, you can't. So, onion powder is like really pulverized, like almost like a dust, okay? That's good if you're going to add it to like a soup or a sauce or a gravy, because you're not going to see any pieces in there. It's going to just, you know, get obliterated right into the gravy. For this, we want a granulated, it's got a little bit of piece to it. You can actually see it.